Hey, have you ever wondered why, even though you are telling your prospect how good your products are, they are not interested, and it's so frustrating. So I'll be talking about this in this video. If you haven't met, my name is Edita. I'm a former struggling network marketer. I was struggling because I hated prospecting. It didn't work for me. It didn't work, living with hidden agenda, approaching people, strangers, asking them to look at my stuff and so on. I was struggling, but then I found a way to get my ideal prospects to come to me instead. It changed everything, changed my business, changed how I feel about everything, and even how people see what I'm doing. So if you would like to discover how to recruit new team members without having to do all the awkward stuff, grab my 3-step formula at viesnow.com/3 steps. And now imagine the situation when, and I'm sure that we all experience that kind of stuff, like, I experienced that every single day, by the way. I have multiple people contact me every single day and telling me something like this: I have something amazing, I think you will like it, would you be open to have a look, and sometimes they kind of give a hint into what it is they are talking about, and in many cases multiple people approach me with exactly the same thing during the day, within just one day. And all of them are saying, look, I have something special, this is gonna be good for you, you should buy it. Basically, that's it, this is good for you, you should buy it. And it's so popular, doing something like that. It's so popular in network marketing, and it's a pity, because this very approach jeopardizes people's success. It doesn't work. And why do you think it doesn't work? Well, imagine you are getting requests or messages like that from multiple strangers every single day. You don't know them, or you vaguely know them. Why would you trust them? You have absolutely no reason to trust them. And now everyone is saying the same thing. So how do you pick anything? How do you select? How do you know if it's good or not, or whatever? How do you, I just recently, I think anything trading, currencies and trading is quite popular these days. So I have usually a few people approach me about trading every single day, and all of them say things like, you are missing out. If you're not joining this, you are missing out. You should take this opportunity. You do what I'm saying, what I'm telling you. You do what I'm telling you. But I don't know this person. I connected with them, or they connected with me 2 days ago, and now for some reason I have to do what they are telling me to do on top of all the stuff that I'm already doing. So just saying this is good, you should buy, doesn't work, because you haven't built any established any credibility with these people, with your prospect. If that's what you're doing, they don't know you, they don't have the reason to trust you, and that actually works against you, because it repels people run away. And there are all sorts of other things. People have their own life, they have their own situation, they already have businesses, they already are using products that they like, they already, there are so many different things why people are never gonna look at your stuff if you approach them that way. Now, good morning, Mark, nice to see you. So what do you do instead? And this is something that in network marketing they don't teach us for whatever reason. And it's so, when I discovered this stuff, it's like, wow, I mean, this is so obvious. Why the hell did I not see this before? Why the hell do most network marketers not see it? It's so obvious. So the best way to actually lead your prospect through that buyer's journey, and it is called buyer's journey in marketing, is by educating them. And educating them without any expectations. Because if you for the sole reason to actually educate them. Because if you still have some sort of expectation that they, that you want them to buy something from you, it's not going to work. You really need to become very passionate about educating your prospects around that area of what you are selling. Obviously, all other things need to be done as well. It needs to be your target market and so on and so forth. But the best way to get them to that journey, to get them to buy into what you want to say, is by educating them. And education is very important, because just imagine how much you know potentially about your product and your solution, but your prospect doesn't. They have their own beliefs, their own perceptions, and by educating them, you can address those beliefs and maybe, change their mindset step by step. For example, you might think that many people should, decide to lose weight, or they're struggling to lose weight because they're not using the right diet, they're not using the right exercises, or they're not exercising. But maybe, or actually not maybe, in most cases, the problem isn't even in those physical things, diets and exercising and stuff like that. In many cases, the problem is in here, it's in the mindset. Maybe you can educate your prospects in terms of how they should be thinking, in terms of how they should be seeing the situation first. Same with, the popular example around, say, quitting smoking. We all know, right? Well, I hope so, that we know that the biggest problem is in people's head. Once they make a clear decision to do it, they do it. Because because they've perceived, because they've realized X, Y, Z. So education is very important, because you want to change people's beliefs, but in a nice, ethical way, without having any selfish motives. The other thing, obviously, it helps you build the relationship with them. When you educate them, it's the best way. Instead of talking to them about the weather, whatever topics you might come up just to say something, educate them, help them with their existing issues, with their existing struggles, and that will naturally build your relationship with them. Then, as I said, educating them will lead a lot of people to make a decision to buy from you, to get curious about what you are selling in a very natural way. And the nice side effect of it is that you won't have to ever sell, you won't have to ever feel salesy and obnoxious and uncomfortable, and you will never have to damage your integrity, because your primary goal will be to educate people. And by educating people, you will get them closer to your solution. Of course, not everyone will arrive at that, or they will all have their own pace and speed, but it will happen. And the longer you do it, the more people will end up buying from you, because this kind of approach has a snowball effect. You just need to stick to it. And it feels so much better and rewarding in terms of how you conduct your business, in terms of how you feel and perceive your business when you actually sit in the seat of an educator and just give people the information they are looking for. Help them with their challenges. And it's so easy to do, and there is so much information out there that you can learn from. Obviously, you need to be learning yourself all the time to be able to educate other people, but that's what you should be passionate about either way if you want to succeed in business, because there's no business without education, there's no business without mastering certain skills, and there's no business with a mentality of being a servant and leading with value and with the mindset of helping people, genuinely helping people, because we are problem solvers in the first place. So if we see as problem solvers in the first place, that makes the whole work easier for us. So anyway, so instead of coming from the place of I have something good, you should join it, or I have something good, you should buy it, come from the place of educating people. And everything will start shifting for you. So I hope you got value out of this video. Please be an educator, not a salesperson. You don't even have to be a salesperson if you choose the right approach. So thanks very much for watching. It's a new week again. It's Monday, and I hope you're gonna have a great week. Have a great day today, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.